Hello student, good morning. Now previously I conducted a test on Monday. I think one or two students left to submit the paper yet. I don't remember the names exactly, but uh, as of right now, two tests are done out of 10. That means 8 tests are remaining. So coming again next Monday, one more test you will have. Very simple test, additional, just like previous test which we had. Simple questions I will ask, okay, which were there in the PPT slides, nothing extra, and I have covered on the video. So for next test, the topic is very less. I mean, I'm going to say the content is more in the small topics. Okay, so for next test that is coming on Monday, okay, that you have interview. Just meaning you have to understand what you mean by interview. Then very important, types of interview, all these types you have to study. Then importance, you did not study for the test. I repeat, only for the test, upcoming test, this importance of an interview is not there. Starting again, interview, meaning, types, importance is not there for the test. Then job analysis, meaning, and components of job analysis, that is job description and job specification. So this part you have to study for your upcoming test, which I will conduct on coming Monday. The date is 19th October. Alright, at the same time, just like previously, now let me clear certain things from this test onwards. Okay, I will start the test exactly at 9 a.m. Okay, it is 45-minute test. Okay, whether you type it, whether you write it down, by maximum 10:15 I should get the paper in the classroom. Okay, second, I will not entertain any student who wants to send the paper on my WhatsApp number. I won't. Okay, it has to be uploaded in the Google Classroom itself. Okay, then if you are writing it down, if you are writing it down, take a photo, upload it directly. All right. Second, if you're typing it down, make a PDF file of it and upload it. Okay, even a Word file is enough, but you have to upload it on Google Drive only. Sorry, Google Classroom only. Okay, if it is not getting uploaded on Google Classroom, you may upload it to Google Drive, on Google Docs, wherever you want, but keep a link in the Google Classroom. That way I can easily access it. One of the student in last test was not able to send me, was not able to upload directly, so he sent me the link on Google Classroom about the Google Docs. So that way I was able to access the particular file. All right, so it has to be reflected in Google Classroom itself. For last two tests, as it was just the beginning of the two tests, I was letting you go. From next test onward, I need everybody to submit in the classroom itself. No WhatsApp sending. Okay, I will not entertain anybody if they want to send me on my WhatsApp. I will straight away reject their paper. It has to be sent on the Google Classroom. And if you don't know how to upload, or you don't know how to make a PDF file, then question yourself again why you are in TY now. You are a computer student. By now you should be knowing how to make a PDF file, how to upload a file. Alright, you should be knowing all this. This is the everything is self-explanatory on the Google Classroom itself. You know how to add a file. It is everything is written on the Google Classroom. Nothing to search around. Alright, so upload it on Google Classroom itself. You have add a note type thing, or the you may upload it, you may share a Google Drive thing. Okay, If you want, you can upload it on Google Drive. Okay, then share me the link on Google Classroom. That option is there. Google Classroom is giving you multiple options, from uploading a file, sending Google link, or sending some other Google Doc link. Multiple links you have, so choose one of those and send only on Google Classroom. So that is for your test, upcoming test. All right. Then again, repeating the entire portion again. Interview meaning, types of interview, importance of an interview is not there for the test, only for the test it is not there. Job analysis meaning, and the component, that is job description and job specification. Okay, so that is done for your this, what do you say, uh, for your test. Now coming back to our current topic, we started with performance appraisal. Okay, then we went to process of performance appraisal, then the methods we started, and we started with traditional method, that is ranking to essay method. These are the old methods. Okay, now the modern methods. Now let me repeat it again. As the name suggests, it is a modern method. But if you see the years 1960, Peter Drucker, they are from pre-2000. Okay, now they are called modern because the earlier one which you see, they are much more historical than this one. Okay, these things came during the industrial revolution, when the industry were booming up, the technology was changing from old to new. Okay, that time these things came. There are certain management technique also during this time industrial revolution came. All right, that's why they are called modern methods. Okay, even the different architecture in Goa or around, which are there from around 70-80 year old, they are being called as a part of modern architecture. Okay, so do not get confused with the why it is called modern and years are 1960s. Okay, the first one, very easy, management by objective. Now it is one of the most traditional, like traditional method of modern performance appraisal, where what happens is that in older traditional method, what should happen, there was always a uh, problem of a rater may have bias. Okay, judgmental error might be there. Okay, so to overcome this, to come over this, okay, this particular management by objective was conceived by Peter F. Drucker. Okay, now this particular concept was there, if I'm not mistaken, for your last semester in management function, I suppose. Now to repeat it again, very simple concept, very simple performance appraisal concept. What happens over here, if you see the name, management by objectives, if I enlarge it, you are managing by setting objectives. Okay, management by objective. Just to give you example in or your language, let's say you want to purchase certain things, right? Certain goods you want to purchase. Now for example, today is 15th October. Tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, the sales are starting on Amazon and Flipkart, right? Now you will have fixed amount of money in your pocket, right? You won't have abundance of money, some will have, but you have fixed amount of money in your pocket. Now what you will do, you will manage that money by your objective. Now what your objective would be, like, I want a mobile, I want some tools which are required in the college lectures or lecture assignments. Accordingly you find out your objectives. Okay, I need a mobile, I need this, I need that. Okay, you have fixed amount of money, sale is going on. Then accordingly what you will do, you will see, okay, mobile I need, which mobile will be the best, which price will be the best for that my money which I have. So you are managing by the objective by looking at the money aspect. Okay, here Management means management of performance appraisal is done by giving objectives. Okay, so what happens over here? Simply objectives are given, like just like performance appraisal process. What happens? Specific measurable goals are set. Okay, so here the management will set certain objectives with a standard they will set. Okay, and employees will have to achieve those objectives. Okay, and over here the difference is that periodically the performance, the this objective of that goal, how they are achieving the goal will be discussed every now and then. Okay, simple, I'll give you example again. Let's say if I give you a project. Okay, I think you are TY, right? So you have a project, right? Now the project is for year long. Okay, it is not just for 1 month project, it is for entire academic year. Now in that you have to finish the project by, I think, next January. I think you will have to finish the project, just tentative date. Now I don't know exact date, but January you will have to uh, finish the project. Hmm? So your goal is what? The objective set by your project guide is what? To complete the project by Jan. Okay. So over here in this, what will happen is that the manager will periodically will discuss the updates about your achievement, updates about your performance, baba, where you have reached in terms of your project. Same way guide will ask you what is the update about your project, where you have reached, what things you have done differently, what are the completion level of your project. Every now and then they will ask. So similarly over here in the management, over here you set an objective, set a goal to your employees, and every now and then you periodically get updated with the performance level, the completion of the work every now and then. Okay, so what happens is that, secondly, over here, objectives are set on an individual basis. Okay, each the superior will give goals, give object to his immediate subordinate. Okay, so what will happen? Each and every individual is getting goal. Okay, so that management, okay, of all these employees are done by setting individual objectives. Okay, now before giving this objective, the top management has to divide the objective in such a way that these all objectives which I am giving individually, if I club them together, will fulfill the goals of the entire organization. Okay, for example, for example, in cricket there are two sides. Okay, now in one side there are two sides. If I'll divide into three sides. Okay, batting, bowling, and they are all rounders. Okay, now third I am removing. Okay, in terms of all rounder I'll call them fielders. Okay, now batting, bowling, and fielders. Now I will make sure that I will, as a captain, I'll give one kind of objective to the batsman. Okay, one goals to make sure they score really, really well, practice really well in the nets for your batting. Bowlers, I will give you different objective, different task, and fielders, I will give you different task of making sure you field properly. Just a pure example. Okay, now I have given individual objectives. Correct. Now I will assess them on an individual basis. Okay, I have given them objectives on an individual basis. Batsman, one objective, make sure you practice well in the net. Bowling, different. Okay, now this is the individual. For them it's an individual task. Correct. But if I club them together, batting, bowling, and fielding, if I club them, their performance, their achievement of the objective will allow me to win the matches in the coming future. Alright, so whenever you set an objective for an employee, if I club those goals, it should it should club towards or strengthen my objectives of achieving the main goal of the organization. Okay, so this is how management by objective is done. Okay, so otherwise, if you just to short simplify this particular point, nothing to worry, nothing to get confused about. Management by objective, in simple word, basically the process of performance appraisal. If you see, they are much more similar. All right, where you set, where in performance appraisal you set the standard, then you measure the performance. Similarly here objectives are set. Okay, I will provide you the notes, not now, after the test is conducted. Okay, then next is assessment center. Very easy, as the name suggests, assessment centers. Now by definition what they mean is that assessment center basically a center, okay, a location where managers, okay, top managers or the employees will come together. Okay, they will come together if the assessment is of a manager, or if the assessment of a subordinate, if the assessments are of supervisors, so those employees will come together. For example, let's consider the assessment is there for supervisors. They will all come together, and they'll come together at a certain location, and over there a well designed exercise will be there by the seniors will design a proper exercise where these managers who are being assessed, they will have to perform those tasks. Okay, just like, I don't know if you heard about it, NSS camp is there. When you go for a camp, you are staying there for 8 to 9 days, and there you have to perform certain tasks. Okay, and you are being assessed over there sometimes. Similarly over here, what you are doing, all the managers or all the employees who are being assessed, they will come together at a certain location, a certain center, where the senior manager will design a program exercise where these employees have to perform those tasks. Okay, and top seniors will assess their performance. The HR will be there. He or she will assess the performance of these employees, and they will see what they are doing wrong, what they are doing right, where improvement is required. Okay, so instead of assessing them on a real job, okay, they are being called at a certain location, and they are being given certain tasks they have to perform, and on that basis they are being assessed, and performance appraisal is done. Okay, so like assessing may be asked to tool. Assessing means the person who is doing the task. Okay, assessor is the one who assesses the employees. Okay, so they will be asked to participate in different tasks, group tasks, individual tasks. Okay, simulation exercises, role playing. Okay, let's say the person who is a manager. Okay, manager are being getting assessed. He may be told to play the role of a supervisor. Okay, so accordingly their performance is assessed. All right, so this is called assessment center. Now basically this concept was introduced long back as a assessment performance of in 1930s in Germany. Okay, to appraise the performance of the army officers. Okay, so during Germany, during that World War era, what used to happen, they were called at a particular location, and they were getting what do you say, task was given just to see how they perform. Okay, those of you don't know, in Germany during that time, uh, the value of life was very little. So if you are not performing, you are getting shot. So for that reason, performance was appraised by calling them at a certain location. Tasks were given. I hope you have seen the military task in TVs and all. Tasks were given. If they're performing really well, they are being sent to war. Okay. Then the concept gradually went to other side of the world, America, then UK in 1940 1960s. Then from army it went to business in era in 1960s. Then this particular concept is in India is new. Okay, now India is slowly taking up this particular assessment center technique. Like examples are there in the notes: Crompton Greaves, Eicher, Hindustan Lever, Modi Xerox, and uh, they have adopted all these particular technique. Okay, so these are the two things which I'm covering right now, that is management by objective and assessment center. Very simple. Management by objective is very similar to this, that is performance appraisal process. If you don't want to get confused, assessment center, as the name suggests, a center is there where employees, the managers who are going to get assessed, they come together, they perform certain tasks. On those tasks which they have performed, they are getting assessed by their seniors. Okay, so these are the two things which I'm covering right now. I'll see you in the next lecture, okay, which is, I think it is at 11:20. I'll see you at that time. Till then, take care. Bye bye.